What's up, guys? Did you miss me? Welcome back. Apologies for taking so long to actually get back to doing this. It's been really busy at work, and I'm also really nervous about walking around my area and actually filming. I noticed when I vlogged before, it would always be like at home or, you know, in a very controlled environment. So I gotta kind of get used to actually walking around and filming myself. Which, pro tip, if you're a Westerner, people are looking at you anyways, so it kind of helps your mindset to be like, oh, anyways, people are gonna be looking at me, so whatever. Might as well talk to the camera while I'm at it. You're a freak either way, you know, an oddity, so to speak. So we moved from that apartment where we lived a while ago now, but because of the quarantine, we haven't really been leaving. But we live in this cool little alleyway. Let me show you. Wow. This is very traditional Vietnamese living. Even this house was built decades ago, so nothing really fancy. You do get used to having these big gates to open all the time, so gotta keep the keys in here. I figured I'd give you the tour before we do anything else, and then we can, I don't know, we'll see what we're gonna do today. So try to relax, get back into it, and actually give you guys some content that's not me sitting in the studio talking to the camera, you know what I mean? So yeah, welcome. So traditionally here, you'll park your motorbike in the living room, or this area, which we would call the living room. So this is where we leave the bikes. So yeah, let me just get everything closed and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about the sunglasses. I'm trying to get used to wearing them inside. I think it looks cooler. Once you come in from the living area, from the bike parking area, we go into the kitchen. For some reason, the switch is over here. Pro tip, the way that they design houses here is not based on architecture. It's more just based on whoever's ever building it puts its stuff where they want. Because the walls are made out of concrete, you can't move switches around without pulling like wires straight up along the wall. So yeah. The kitchen's very basic. Nothing fancy. You'll learn when you come here that everything's very utilitarian. They haven't gotten to the point yet where they need fancy things like we have back at home, you know? Lots of stairs. These houses are always very narrow, so just get used to that. You'll be going up and down. Good for your cardio, though. We turned this into like a little bit of a living room, so we can hang out here. The problem is there's no AC, so when it's really hot, you end up just kind of burning to death in here. So we actually only have a good AC in the bedroom, which is good enough. We just kind of hang out there anyways, so let's show you that. So, bathroom, nothing fancy. But the bedroom I thought was pretty nice. As you can tell, I live with a girl, so she made it look really cozy. We got like our map. So it's a nice little place, you know. And like I said, nothing super duper fancy, but it's pretty cool. And now there is one view that you guys probably will recognize. Oh, I can actually switch glasses too. Give me a second. I can see again, and you can see now where I would sit and talk. We got these cool lights, so the lighting's nice and cool, and soundproofing finally. And there's actually a whole panel behind this paper as well, so it's pretty neat. And then we also have a third floor, so this is designed not for like a couple to live in, but a whole family. Way too much space for us. We just ended up using this for like doing the laundry and like storage crap. And I thought this was cool. This house doesn't have any handles. This is how you here. And that's how you open the door. This is just for laundry though. Anyways, it's very basic, but I thought for my friends back at home you'd enjoy it. It's very different from what we're used to in the States. It's not bad though. This is actually Huong's parents' house. So they still run their business out of their other house, so we get to live here until they decide to move. Yeah, so anyways, oh, by the way, you like these? I got these right before the quarantine I was gonna show you guys. And then we ended up going into quarantine, so I never did get a chance. They're really useful for especially the Pro, AirPods Pro. You can not only listen to your books or music, but you also have different modes. So when you're focusing, you can turn on the noise cancellation. But when you're driving your bike, you can turn on transparency so you can actually hear the traffic. Yeah, so I've been I wanted to vlog more, but I'm really shy about going outside. That's how you can see I'm very talkative out in here. But when I go outside, I get very nervous to talk to the camera. And I think that's something that I really need to get past if I want to vlog. I love watching vlogs, you know, and seeing people in their own world. But then when I'm out in my world, everybody's just like, oh, look at him, look at that guy, you know, and it makes me really self-conscious. And I think that's something I need to kind of get over. So even though I tell you how to be a good person, what you can do to make yourself better, there's always room for improvement for everybody. And for me, that's a really big thing, is to actually have the confidence to just go and speak in front of the camera. So I'm gonna go and try to do that. I also wanted to go and introduce you to Huong's family, see about having lunch there before we go to work. So let's go back outside. So one of the coolest things is we actually live right around the corner from her parents, so we can always just walk there. Super convenient, and kind of gives you a chance to see what local life is like. Most people live in these little, you know, areas with these, you know, alleyways all winding around, and it's very common. So it's nice to be exposed to that. We actually went out for dinner with all the teachers last night. It was very different up where the foreigners live. It's kind of fun walking here though. You have to squeeze around when bikes come flying down the alleyways. But you know, it's definitely an experience, and shows that we're not that different. Just like my friends back at home, most of them live in the same town they grew up in. Same thing here, you live near your family, take care of each other. Yeah. By the way, the wiring here is excellent. You just put new wires on top of the old wires, and you cut the old ones and hope it doesn't kill anybody. So yeah, let's go see her family, and I gotta show you one more cool thing. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little excursion. We went just to have some lunch with her family, and I didn't want to really talk a lot. It's still kind of awkward. I want to show you how they kind of live, but I don't want it to seem, I don't know, just something about it for me filming in certain things. I still need to get more comfortable. It's weird, I've been videoing and making videos for over a year, and I still get nervous about many aspects of it. So, yeah, we were playing with that little baby. The neighbors have that little baby, and she's for some reason taking a liking to me. So I've been hanging out with her and playing with her, and I actually got some flashcards from work to help her learn like the alphabet and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty normal here to you go to somebody's house and you eat on the floor. It's more about like an efficiency of space. They don't see the need to have dining tables and stuff like that. I really like Vietnamese culture for being very utilitarian. You use what you need, and that's it. There's nothing extra and unnecessary, and everything's multi-purpose. That room you sit and chat and watch TV, and then you eat there when there's dinner time. So, but anyways, I'm sorry, still getting used to walking around and talking to the camera. So now it's time to go home. I gotta change and head right to work. So not even though everything's kind of back to normal, it's still really busy. So I wanted to show you something though. As soon as we'll probably go straight to work, but yeah, I'll show you something once we get there. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so we're finally at work, and I just wanted to show you guys one thing. We got a new bike. So we finally upgraded from the manual bike to an actual like big scooter, and it's cool because you see here, it's a 150cc still. So yeah, definitely sweet. We're just gonna head up a little bit early, prepare for some lessons, so maybe you can get some shots of the center. You've seen it already though, but yeah, might as well see. In a minute.